locations to contribute your turkey or food donation.
Don't forget to share your participation on social media using hashtag Turkey Rally, the 2024 Turkey Rally on 21 Alive. Let's make this Thanksgiving unforgettable for everyone.
Thanksgiving special is back. Can't remember the last time that happened. Last year they had the turkey rally at the Kroger's on Coventry Lane, DuPont Road, which are still this year, which are going to happen this year. St. Joe Center Road, West State Boulevard, but not this year. But there's also the Community Harvest Food Bank and this year Parkview Field downtown. Well, I just got back from run out and about, and today's the 18th of October, and this is back in the Trader Joe's stores. That's one thing I usually get every year at Trader Joe's, and this cranberry pie, I started using it last year, and it's becoming another little tradition. So that's what's going to be in the Thanksgiving meal this year. Well, what do you think it's going to be as far as the baby that's in Janessa's uterus? Boy or a girl?
Well, boy or girl isn't really the question so much as good or evil, Dad.
Now come on, they're having a big Thanksgiving sale down at Kroger, and I already have the vegetarian turkey and cranberry pie I got from Trader Joe's. Now I just gotta get the mashed potatoes and green bean casserole materials for next week for the turkey rally.
Yeah, but there was a time when there was actually a real turkey on Thanksgiving.
Well, these holiday get-togethers can get violent.
The Lions play on Thanksgiving. Whoops.
It's okay. I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. I have had the NFL Sunday ticket since Panthers began play. Everyone in the Zinn family is basically a Colts fan.
Well, yeah. Ava's seen a handful of what Ava calls those pesky Pittsburgh Steelers fans living in Fort Wayne. I also saw a lot of Chicago Bears fans, too. Yeah, being a Chicago Bears fan in Indiana became a problem in Super Bowl 41. But what I do know, 30 years ago, growing up with Uncle Albert and your Grandma Margaret, football, basketball, hockey, tennis, anything that your Grandma Margaret said was a ball game weren't allowed. Sneak a little NFL football there when the Colts were playing the Steelers in the AFC Championship game in '96. And I've hated those pesky Steelers ever since. But the closest thing to Pittsburgh for me is rooting for the Pirates, because the minor league baseball team down in Indianapolis is affiliated with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Plus, I've got that giant Eagle loyalty card I obtained when I auditioned for American Idol in 2011. But I tell you, you kids and grandkids have it a lot easier than us.
Well, yeah. There's 3 football games today. It's Thanksgiving.
Whoa, wait a minute. You don't know anything about football? You don't know anything about Jim Harbaugh, Andrew Luck, Anthony Richardson, or Peyton Manning, do you? You know, I used to know how to play football, but that was so many years ago. But you know, I've always had this theory about football players who treat women right.
I'll get it.
Hey, baby Kenny.
Oh, hey, Stephanie, Logan, Benita, Haley, Denise.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
It would be silly to worry about that when the Colts are having such a not-so-good season. Oh, hi, Jenna. Hi, Martin.
Long time no see.
Grandpa.
Look what just crawled out from under Plymouth Rock. My half-sisters just came in, and she's brought guests from Colorado. And how's my nephew, Logan?
Last time I was here, Sammy had been gone for a few years. Came from Huntertown. I've been busy with the law practice, and Jenna's been busy with the patients treating the humans and animals.
Aren't grandchildren great?
Mothers are great too. So are spouses like Tiffany. I cannot believe it has been 3 years since Tiffany went. When you have had the best, who needs the rest?
Well, I am thankful for that it's our year to spend Thanksgiving 2024 with Grandpa Ava and Granny Breeanna.
You jockeys were...
Grandma.
Elisa, you came last Thanksgiving.
It's my turn, remember?
Well, I don't want to cause any fuss. We can eat in the front yard.
Oh, that stupid bitch from Muncie is here.
Don't sweat it. Ava's got this under control. Can we just think of at least one thing that we are all thankful for this year?
Get out of here, Elisa.
Yes, I am grateful for such a sensitive father who always supports me and nurtures me and never treats me like dirt beneath her feet.
There you go, you thought of it.
That's ridiculous.
No, it isn't.
Our whole lives we've done everything just to disappoint Dad.
Then why do you think Dad lives like this?
If I have to lie in order to give advice to my son, then so be that as it may.
It's Thanksgiving and I'm a guy. My job is to be out here watching football on Thanksgiving. I don't know anything about it besides the Colts, Bears, Broncos, and Panthers.
Or you could stay with Dad and Breeanna and talk about Dad's back, knee, leg, and diabetic nerve pain.
What happened, Kenny?
I burned my hand.
Just put it under cold water.
I'll get some ice.
Let it run for a few minutes.
No, Dad, ice is better.
What the Sam hell's wrong with you?
Hey, you wanna help? Tabitha, clean up the damn spill, please.
Okay, everybody, let's just mellow out. I have got this under control.
Oh, Weasel, Leanna, Shayla, and Renee are going to regret that this is the wrong year to miss a Zinn family Thanksgiving. I guess I should have been honest with my kids, my nieces and nephews about this years ago. Then maybe Ava wouldn't be repeating her own mistakes.
Let me just ask this one question. If you hadn't gotten pregnant with Weasel, Shayla, Leanna, and or Renee, would you have still have had a relationship with Albert?
Well, yeah. I could have been with him after 1999. instead of Albert hooking up with that Esther Bellis. Do you think that's why he and your mom were mad all the time?
You know, you think that's why I saw Mom treated you and Albert like that all those years ago? Not once did my mom ever address you by Lindsay. She called you Albert's girlfriend. Same goes for Mandy and Elisa. She didn't address them by name either. She addressed them as Frankie's girlfriend. And she even called Angie as Frank's wife. And I know Albert loved you as much as Mom and I.
You think that's why?
Or was it possible that Albert was just merely lying to me for most of 19 years? I was his brother.
Of course not, Ava. Albert was the only one guy I ever was with. I was with him for 13 years.
And the fact that I became his transgender sister posthumously.
So, Kenny, how's the hand?
Oh, it's okay, Aunt Lindsay. I said I'd do everything, and I'll do it.
Oh, don't be a martyr, baby Kenny. You've been on your feet all day. You deserve to sit with your girlfriend and have a nice dinner.
Thanks, guys. Dinner's ready.
Ava, did you make this stuffing? 'Cause it tastes like garbage.
Grandma.
Did I ever tell you about the time she tried to drug me with a baked chicken?
It was chicken parmesan.
It was steroids and testosterone. Trans woman.
Lisa, could you please show some respect while Allison, Pia, and Christina are in the room?
You heard her, Allison. Leave the room.
No, sit back down, Allison.
Could you at least respect Granddad until we get to dessert?
Dylan's your granddad too, Allison. Your handsome granddad.
Alyssa.
Course as bad as Ava was in the kitchen. She was even worse in the sack.
To the stuffing. It might taste like garbage, but it sure fills you up.
It seemed like Ava, Breeanna, and the kids seemed to enjoy themselves tonight.
Yeah. It's a different story when there's kids involved.
Well, there's a lot of swearing in front of, but not at the young children.
You defended Bryce Young and Anthony Richardson as much as Peyton Manning more than you defended Ashley, Tabitha, Baby Kenny, Samantha, Thomas, Tiffany, and Cheryl.
Breeanna, I know how it is with Elisa. And there were a few dropped passes and interceptions. All Joe Flacco could do is get him there without throwing an interception.
Ooh, I forgot how much old men and trans women in their 40s stink.
Man, how lucky is this? Turkey rally? I got one of these in a long time, but I'm not doing it for them. Yep. I'm not doing it for Thanksgiving. I'm doing it for a turkey rally. So there are times when I have to donate a portion of food stamps to the charity. And that happens a lot, sometimes. But not very often, though. That's too high. Woo-wee! Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I did save really big. Almost 44%. And that turkey I'm donating to a Community Harvest Food Bank. Only $6.75 for a turkey round. But 2013 was the last time a turkey was ever consumed in the Zinn home. And there are lots of really damn good deals at Kroger, like $1.99 frozen potatoes. So I took advantage of that. 5-time coupon offer. That's $10. I tell you. Plus, I also got some prescriptions while I'm at there, too. Got some materials for the fajitas I was going to have yesterday, but I didn't. So, I went here today, but I got tired on Friday and ended up taking a nap because I was in so much pain with... Now, I was in a lot of pain 2 years ago, and it's starting to flare back up again, but it's not as bad as it was 2 years ago. Yeah, there definitely sure was a Thanksgiving sale here at one of the 9 Kroger locations here in Fort Wayne, and they meant what they said. Plus, this next Thursday is going to be the turkey rally. I've already showed you what the turkey looks like, but it's going to go with me first before I donate it to Community Harvest on Thursday. And the turkey alone, get this, $6.75. That's why Eric Halverson has been doing a damn good job down at Kroger as a spokesperson. Before he joined Kroger, he used to be an anchor reporter for what is now the CW affiliate in Indianapolis. Was a CBS affiliate until 2015, till when Wish TV and WTTV switched affiliations down in Indianapolis. Before that, another major network affiliation switch between WRTV and WTHR occurred 35 and a half years earlier. And kind of ironic, it's almost been 10 years since Wish TV and WTTV switched affiliations. And, I don't know. On one hand, I was right to move up here to Fort Wayne in 2018. But on the other hand, parts of me wish I could have stayed in Marion, but but if I had stayed there in Marion, God knows what could have happened. And I mean, had I stayed in Marion, I wouldn't have one of these deals here at Kroger, because there aren't any Kroger stores in Marion. There'd be Needler's Food Market. Still have Walmart. I still have Meijer. Plus, Kroger's been pretty much a good store over Aldi, Dollar Tree, and that's part of the reason why I don't go to Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, Dollar General, Aldi. Much less save a lot compared to when I lived in Marion. Got something for us, Caprice. Wow. What the hell is that, Ava? That, my friend, is a 16-pound turkey I got from Kroger. And had this been 2013, that would have been what the family would be eating. But I became a vegetarian in 2014. And that is going to the Community Harvest Food Bank on Thursday for the turkey rally, okay? Whew, man. I could say this is going to be a damn good Thanksgiving I've had in quite a good long time.
Yeah. Yeah. A suggestion next year? Why don't you get a small bird for Caprice and I? It'd be a lot funnier.
I will think about that, Ella, okay?
Caprice, kitty. Kitty.
Whoa!
Gotcha. Oh, that was a bad kitty. Yeah, damn right that was. Ugh.
What? Hey, Caprice. It's gonna be alright.
What the hell is happening?
Well,
still haven't got this place cleaned up yet. Getting really irritated.
I know, Caprice. I know.
All right, Ms. Zinn, I knew this was coming, so Kenny and I are too young. I'm not good enough for him and I've got no future.
Eyes on your own paper.
Look, you're just ticked off at me because you're thinking I have a desire to marry Kenny.
And you better watch it, Janessa. Because baby Kenny is my son. But I want to tell you something. Baby Kenny doesn't do a damn thing he doesn't want to.
Okay, that's fair enough. He got me pregnant because I wanted to.
Yeah, he also wants to finish high school, and if he doesn't, I know that's going to be because of you. He also wants to go to college, and if he doesn't do that, then I'm gonna know it's definitely because of you.
Hey, I'm gonna take care of him and the kid, okay? So just back off, Ms. Zinn.
Foolish girl. Oh, you know nothing of my powers, do you? You see, Janessa, I'm not just some world pain in your ass anymore. Because that baby you're carrying, the one that baby Kenny planted a seed in your stomach, happens to be my 7th grandchild that you're carrying. So basically, I am pretty much your father-in-law. And if you think I've made your life difficult so far, well, guess what? I'm basically family. And you've seen the way I've treated my family. And it's really damn good. When you do good.